Hi, it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today you get to see me. I know, be impressed. I didn't even brush my hair, but I mean, whatevs, right? So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I've noticed there's been lots of comments and all that stuff about packing for crops and like what do you take and all that stuff. Now, I have to say, I've only been to 2 main crops that was like a whole weekend before, and I way overpacked. Way overpacked for what I actually did. I think I spent more time digging through, I ended up packing a wagon, one of the little foldable beach wagons, and I think I spent more time digging through it than I actually did creating. But then I went to a day crop, I want to say last year maybe, or maybe it was the year before. I don't go to crops very often because all my stuff's here, right? But I went to a day crop and I decided I was going to be very minimal in what I took. So I decided to do a theme base, so I did 4th of July. So I took all of my 4th of July pictures, all of my 4th of July papers, some cardstock that would match, all of my swap embellishments that was 4th of July, and like stickers, things like that, and then like sticker letters to make a title, and my scissors, trimmer, and glue, and pretty much that was all I took. And what I took literally fit into an iris case, you know, just the plastic iris case. And so I ended up getting, I want to say like 13 double page layouts done or something like that day. And I was only there for like 8 hours. And I got all my 4th of July pictures scrapbooked. And that felt awesome to me because I literally only had my trimmer and my iris case that had all the things I needed in it. And so I'm going to another day crop for National Scrapbook Day. So May the 4th, I'll be at a day crop. And that'll probably be tomorrow from whenever y'all are watching this video. But I have struggled with, like, I know that I wanted to be minimal. It's a 12-hour day crop. But I wanted to be minimal with what I was taking, and so I finally decided on what theme I wanted to do, and I actually based it because Monica is doing her crop this weekend. It is a free online crop if you want to check it out. I know there's lots of other things going on, but it is a Disney theme. She's very laid back. She posts 3 challenges and 3 games a day. She also goes live a few times. There's a chat thing, and it actually starts Thursday, which was yesterday from this video, and it runs through Sunday, and usually you have till Monday to submit your projects. And you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just come and hang out and chat. They're an awesome group of gals. Most of them's in Canada. But we have them from everywhere. I love Monica. But anyways, her crop is Disney themed this month, because she does a free crop every month. But I thought, you know what, since she's already doing that, and I'm going to participate starting on Thursday, why not just do Disney theme? I have a ton of Disney pictures left that I need to scrapbook. And I don't have a whole lot of Disney supplies, but I went through and I kind of did the Janet Madison, what does she call it? A sampling of supplies. And took different collections. I pulled out different collections that kind of had the Disney colors. And I think, when I think Disney, I think, you know, primary, bright, bold, stars, circles, you know, shapes. So that was my thought process when I went through and picked stuff out. But I wanted everything to be able to fit into this bag. This is just a bag that I picked up at Joann's. I know, it's super cute, right? But I just wanted everything to be able to fit in this bag that I'm taking to the crop so that it is one thing to carry in and carry out and not have to worry about it. So, I did already pack all my stuff in it just to see if I could actually do it, if it would actually fit, and it does. But I'm just going to give y'all a little view of everything that I'm taking. I am taking a lot more than an iris case in my trimmer this time. But I have way more pictures, and I wanted to kind of have a sampling of supplies, a little bit of this and a little bit of that to work with to give myself some options. Because that's the only thing I didn't like about being so minimal is that I did not take my Cricut because I didn't want to deal with my Cricut and my laptop and, you know, all that stuff. So I didn't have a way to really cut titles, and I didn't have a lot of titles or letters for anything. So that was the only thing that I regretted. But of course there were other croppers there that was like, hey, it's cool. You can use my Cricut if you want. But I'm like, I'll wait till I get home and add stuff. And I don't even think I ended up adding anything when I got home. I was like, you know what? It's finished enough. It looks good. I'm fine with it. So, first off, I am going to take my mixed media mat. This is just a silicone mat from scrapbook.com. But I am going to take it so that if I decide to do mixed media projects, it doesn't make a mess. It's easy to clean up. You know, I can keep my table area clean. So that is going. I'm going to pack it in the bag as I go so I have room on my table. And then I am going to take this close to my heart mat. This is just a basic mat. A lot of y'all have these. Different people make them. But I like it because on the back it's foam. So if I'm going to stamp or anything like that, I just flip it over and I stamp so that I get a clean image. So I'm going to take this. And then, of course, I am taking my paper trimmer. And I just put a rubber band on it to hold it shut so I'm not chopping myself or any of my stuff up. And I know a lot of y'all have a lot smaller paper trimmers. I used to until I got that one, and I love it, and I'm not ever going back. And then I am going to take these. This one's kind of a, but this is just, I actually picked this up at Goodwill for $3. And it was brand new. Still had the plastic shrink wrapped on it. But it's pretty much just the Becky Higgins pocket pages. So that, because since I do have, y'all know I'm trying to create a 2-page layout of one, not one thing, but like each thing that I did or whatever. And some of them I have a lot of pictures of just one thing. And I don't want to make 50 pages of the same thing. So, scrapping the same event. There we go. So, I'm going to take these because if I run into a lot of pictures for a page, I can just go ahead and add these in. And then I have my cardstock. And I just put them in these bags. I had leftover bags from page kits, things like that. Here's the rest of my cardstock. It wouldn't all fit in one bag. But pretty much, I just did basics. White, black, brown, and then some of each color that was from Primary Colors that was bright that I knew would fit with my Disney stuff. Normally I would use scraps, but I'm not carrying scraps there. I'm sure I'll have plenty when I get back. And then I went through and I pulled page kits. Most of them's close to my heart because that's how, these are the only ones that I really have that's stored as page kits because everything else is just the books that I buy from the store. I'm also taking this. This is just glitter paper, glitter cardstock from Walmart that I got on clearance, and I'm going to take it. That way, if I want something shiny and shimmery, because, you know, Disney is all about the bling and magic, I'll have my glitter. So, I pulled out this Four Summers Seasons Close to My Heart kit. I still have stickers in it, but it has all the you know, it has all the Disney colors pretty much in it. It also has cardstock. I have like the, you know, different patterns, things like that. But I think it'll go well for Disney. And then I pulled this one out because I might get into the pinks if I start doing like Minnie Mouse and then Pluto, how he has like that lime green color. But this one has different patterns in it also that I think would be fun and work for Disney. And then I picked out this summer. This is an Echo Park. What is it? My favorite summer kit. I used to subscribe to their monthly thing, and then it all became the same, and I didn't. But I have these are neat. I saw these. Somebody had these, and these work really good if you have multiple things. It has little pockets in it. But it has like the ephemera, the stamps, the 6x6 pad, the stickers, and all that you can hold all in this one page protector, and then you can put it in a notebook if you so choose. I have quite a few of those, and I really do like them. But most of my kits are just stored like this. This one's just a mix-in pack from Close to My Heart that matches the colors in the other kits I've already pulled. This one is another Close to My Heart one. Let's see what it's called. Blue Skies. But it has all those fun colors in it. And I was thinking along the lines of some of the stickers, things like that, I could also use as embellishments on my pages. And then I have this one. Well, this is from Echo Park. And then I have scraps in here. But this one was the Close to My Heart Happiest Place collection. And y'all have saw this before. I cut this out and used it as a stencil. But I put it in here because I thought this would work great for a Disney page. Whether as a stencil or just actually gluing it to the page. But then I have this embellishment stuff and paper. And then I have some paper that one of my subscribers sent me. I think it was Sean that sent all these. But she sent me all these little Disney papers. And then all of this. And it has Disney chipboard in it. And then it has a bunch of other Disney papers. So, I do have Disney themed stuff. And that is all the paper. Which it seems like a lot, but it's really not. It's just a few collections. And then I went through my color bins and I pulled out like flowers, buttons, the little metal clips, shapes, things like that in the different like primary colors so that I could use them. And just put them all in here, like my little buttons and all that stuff. So it would be easy just to grab embellishments. And then since I struggled, and I'm not taking my Cricut or my laptop or any of that stuff. Since I struggled so much last time with titles, I went through and I pulled all of the things that could work as a title. Like all of my stickers, my thickers, alphabets. I have a bunch of different alphabets. And these are something I don't reach for as much as I used to, but I really need to. But I just went through and, like I have these glittery ones. So, since I'm not going to have access to my Cricut and creating titles, I thought this is a good solution. And I just, of course, put them in one of the collection bags from Close to My Heart that I had left over. I'm going to stick this down in there. And so then I'm packing my embellishments and my stuff together in a bag so that I can just stack it in and stand it up. And then this is all of my, well, I put some washi and some ribbon and some bling in here. But this is all of my swap pieces that I have for Disney and all that people's made. Some of them I've made. Most of them other people made. But I have all kinds of things in here that I can pull from and use up for embellishment wise. But like I said, I wanted to have some options too, because I don't know what I'm still going to play along. They're going to do challenges too, but I don't think it's a themed crop. But I'm still going to play along with Monica's crop for Disney. And you don't have to do Disney-based stuff. I'm inspired by her choosing Disney, so I was like, you know what, I have Disney, so that's what I'm doing. But you totally don't have to. So, I'm also taking this tin with my Distress Oxide inks. Of course, this ain't all of them. I just picked out the ones that would match my papers. I put a few of my daubers in there so I could use them. And then, that way I will have ink to stamp and all that stuff. And then, my last thing is I just took this clear bin and stacked all the rest of my stuff in it that I think that I might need. So, I have all my pictures. This is still all my Disney pictures that I need to scrapbook. I know, it's a lot. And then, I have my brushes for my Distress Oxide. And I just took the ones with the colors that I took with me. And I just put them in this. And then, my scissors. And some sequins so that I'll have some bling if I so choose. And then I have my foam tape. And I have a couple of stamp blocks. And then I am taking these 3 stamp sets. And all of these are Temu stamp sets. But this one has words. This one is Disney themed. And this one is a new one I haven't used yet. But it has cameras. And I thought it could be cute. And then I'm taking some stencils that I think might work, that I want to use for mixed media or whatever. I just went through and pulled out some that could work for, like, you know, Mickey Mouse, that could work for Animal Kingdom, things like that. Now, whether I'll use them all or not, I don't know. It'll depend on the challenges and what gets me inspired. I may look up some sketches. I'm sorry that my nose is itching. My allergies are crazy. I'm taking my distress tool, my glue eraser, and then I'm just taking my basics. I have my white pen, my black pen, my poker tool, and a pencil. And then I'm taking just these, what are they called? Liquid pearls. And some stickles just to give it a little sparkle if I want to. And then I am taking my basic tri-blend markers if I decide to color the stamps in the colors that'll match my paper. And then I'm taking my intense black ink for stamping out stuff. I'm taking a cord for my phone, a phone charger. And then I'm taking some water. And my glue and my tacky glue, since I'm taking buttons just in case I need to glue those down. And then I'm just taking my black and white stuff to splatter with if I so choose to do mixed media. What I did not include on here is a roll of paper towels. I'll probably just pop them in the top of my bag, because I know if I start doing mixed media, I'm definitely going to need paper towels. I was trying to think. Oh, the only other thing I may take, I'm undecided still, but I may take an album to stick my pages in until I get them home so I don't get them bent up. But if I decide not to do that, because that'll make it even bulkier, I will just stick them into one of the bags that I have like the cardstock in and use that. So, I can have all this stuff packed in this one little bin. That's all the stuff I just showed you, and then it just sets right down in my bag. And I'll post a picture of my bag packed. But I hope this helps y'all and inspires y'all. It's always fun making new people. I don't know anybody local that scrapbooks. I have another friend that is local that she crafts. She's not so much a scrapbooker, but she does like making cards. So she's going with me. So it's going to be a hoot. I already know. And I'm just hoping to have fun. So, and meet new crafty people. So I hope this helps. I hope y'all enjoy it. Give me a like if you do like this video. Leave me a comment. And until next time, bye y'all.